What is up, everyone? Welcome at long last to Better Call Saul. Yes, it's finally time. It's finally here. Super excited, super hyped. It's been a long time coming. Ever since I started Breaking Bad all those years ago on the channel, I knew this day would come eventually. And here we are. Super keen, super excited, especially since this is a newer show, at least compared to Breaking Bad. So very excited to see like the production side of things and how I guess the series evolved from Breaking Bad to Better Call Saul. I mean, when I watched El Camino before this, it was a clear jump in production, like visually speaking. Like it's but with Better Call Saul, especially this being a TV show and not a movie like El Camino, of course, TV production has increased a lot. I mean, if you watch like a new series on any streaming site, I guess in this day and age, the production is like really good. So I'm very keen, especially coming from the creators of Breaking Bad in this regard. In terms of Better Call Saul itself and the show, well, I mean, it's in the name. We're gonna be focusing on Saul Goodman, a character that I really love in Breaking Bad. In terms of like the contents of Better Call Saul, I know that this is supposed to be a prequel / sequel to Breaking Bad. I feel like we're gonna be focusing more on the prequel side of things, like how Saul Goodman came to be, but I do know that we're also gonna be dealing with the ramifications of Breaking Bad as well. How prominent in that aspect is a mystery to me. But beyond that, that's pretty much it, actually. I am expecting to see some familiar faces in Better Call Saul, like characters that we know Saul had affiliations in Breaking Bad, that we know that he had connections with in the past, and I would love to see if we're going to be exploring, like, let's say, how he meets Gus, for example, right? Or how he meets Mike, for example. Like, characters that I do want to see explored more in Better Call Saul. Maybe we're not going to see Gus, actually. I don't know. But Mike, I'm very excited for if we are going to be seeing him, because Mike and Saul is like, they're very connected, right? Like they're almost a pair in some aspects, right? In some key moments. So very excited for that part as well. Beyond that, yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoy my reaction to Better Call Saul. Oh, familiar tune.
Oh, what I give
Cinnamon rolls? Cinnamons! Cinnamons in Omaha! Yes! Okay. Yeah, Nebraska. Okay. Where is he? Is this him? Oh. I am so excited, man. I am so excited. The callback to episode 15 of Breaking Bad. Final season. Oh, look at the cinematography though already. Oh, look at this. Who's that? He's looking at us. Uh-oh.
Solid gone.
Uh-oh. Red herring? Red herring?
think that you would never be home.
Breaking Bad does this a lot as well. Remembering the that part when Jesse thought that Walter had a bodyguard, but the dude was just waiting for his daughter and or whatever. Dude, the black and white. Wow. Black and white to showcase the present day is quite a choice.
From time to time, people make mistakes. That's okay.
People make mistakes? Yeah. How long has it been though? That's like the question, right?
From the Broken Bow area down toward Kearney.
Dude, I cannot get over the cinematography though. We're only like 5 minutes in. Oh, wow. The score so far is very familiar to Breaking Bad. Oh.
Don't let false allegations bully you into an unfair fight.
Huh.
I'm Saul Goodman.
Wow.
Attorney at law. I investigate, advocate, persuade, and most importantly, win. Better call Saul.
Oh, notice how the reflection is in color? That is such a good detail.
It's never too late for
What a
justice.
shot.
Better call.
Iconic music, by the way. Like, even if you have never seen Better Call Saul, you've probably heard this before. Okay! Let's go. I'm hype. I'm hype. I am so hype. Jonathan Banks. Ah, okay.
Your brain is not all there yet.
Whoa.
This boy's 19. I can't. I don't.
Dude, I can't get over this. The cinematography is so good. It's definitely a better first impression than, I guess, like the first episode of Breaking Bad. That's for sure. Visually speaking.
These three young men, near honors students all, were feeling their oats one Saturday night, and they just went a little bananas.
I feel like in this moment, he's not as confident as we know him as, you know, in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're bigger than that.
Not as charismatic as well. I'm very keen to see like how much of the series is gonna be, you know, like a courtroom drama. Now that we are focusing on Saul Goodman and all, right? Uh-oh. Gonna show the evidence? Security tapes?
Hey, Miss Watson's fourth period biology class. This one's for you. Watch and learn, losers. Oh, yeah. He's dead. They suck it all out, dumbass. Awesome. Where did they put it? All right, I'm through the net phone now, dude.
Not gonna lie, it's not looking good for them. I don't think they're winning the case.
What the hell kind of math is that? Sausage, when does that matter? They had sex with a head. Because it'll be a cold day
Look
in
at the
hell
shot.
before I do any more PD work for this shitty court.
Of course, this is when Saul Goodman was still a good lawyer, a good attorney.
Law offices of James McGill, how may I direct your call?
Law offices of James McGill.
Actually, I don't have Mr. McGill at the moment, but I know he... Oh, splendid. Unfortunately,
accent.
our offices are being painted.
Police in the back?
$3.
I was in that court back there, saving people's lives. So.
Yo! I didn't recognize the voice!
Thank you, very nice.
Insane! Ah! What an encounter.
I'm a stickler.
He is.
You know,
He's a stickler with the money. He's definitely a stickler.
Have we been in this place before in Breaking Bad? A lot of them look familiar to me.
I just think I'd look guilty if I hired a lawyer.
No, actually, it's getting arrested that makes people look guilty, even the innocent.
Yeah, hiring a
Innocent
lawyer
people get arrested every day.
is perfectly fine. Even if you are innocent, hire a lawyer. Whoa, whoa. What a shot. Oh, look at his expression.
Craig, I think maybe we should sleep on it.
Oh, please call me Jimmy.
You know what I'm gonna call Saul Jimmy too in this regard, because he hasn't become Saul Goodman yet. He hasn't become Heisenberg. So Jimmy was very desperate. Absolutely running low on money. Wow. He needed a job. He needed this badly. My suspicion is gonna somehow land a job with a criminal, and that's gonna spiral into the Saul Goodman that we know today.
Well, run it again. Well, no. It's paid up. Run it again.
Oh! Jesus! That got me. that got me. What the fuck?
Oh God. It was an accident. He didn't mean to. Driving him on.
Were they intentionally trying to get hit?
Somebody call the cops.
Don't call the police.
Is this a setup?
Ow!
Ow, what the hell, man?
Listen, Starlight Express, I'm going to give you a 9.6 for technique, 0.0 for choice of victim.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about what you owe me for the windshield.
You work for people who have sex with chopped off head?
Was it in the paper?
I heard it from my cousin.
Have we been in this place before? Because I remember Saul, getting spa treatment. I just forgot the exact place is all. Wow. This is where he works? Ooh. Lovely shot.
You have 0 messages.
No new jobs. Nothing. Oh. Yeah, he's in debt. Howard Hamlin. $26,000. Whoa. That trash can has been dented. Hamlin, and McGill.
Brenda, looking good. Nice too. Where's Lord Vader?
Lord Vader. I wonder if McGill is like his father. Because he obviously knows these people.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Hamlin, and I won't have it!
Do you want me to call security?
It's okay, Brenda. We got it.
A measly 26 grand. Jesus, you're like Peter Minuit with the Indians. Throw in some beads and shells while you're at it.
It's just a start. There'll be more, unless you're going to just tear them all up.
And why was it made out to me? Why not Chuck?
1/3
of this place belongs to him.
Chuck is his dad. Okay.
What do you got? 12 chairs here? 4 of these chairs are Chuck's.
So these are Chuck's own wishes that you're conveying.
This is what's best for him.
So he personally told you that it's his wish to withdraw from the firm.
Not really.
For Christ's sakes, guys.
I'm loving this. This has been great. Oh, Howard's... Okay.
Jimmy, I almost forgot. This month's filings.
Damn.
You can get so caught up in the idea of winning that you forget to listen to your heart.
Ooh. Words that are gonna be important throughout the series, I assume.
You look lovely today.
Oh, thank you.
Damn. It's not that Howard is a villain, but he definitely has that antagonistic characteristic on him. Yeah, yep. Figured as much. Oh my god! This shot is so good! Better Call Saul! Holy shit! Come on! Absolute cinema. Okay, so Jimmy and her, who was in the table beside Howard, has a thing.
Couldn't you just...
No, I can't.
This feels iconic. I don't know why, it just feels iconic. Fixes the trash can, yeah. Cinema. This is the first episode. Holy shit. It's definitely living up to the expectations. Exceeding my expectations.
Yes, I grounded myself.
Right. Whoa. No electricity, huh? I'm assuming the one who is typing is his dad? Chuck?
You gotta.
Again? Really?
There's no other way. I know that you don't want to hear it, but you've got to.
You know I'm going to beat this. You know I'm going to get better.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I might as well head down to Skid Row and sell plasma.
You're representing people who have nowhere else to turn. The money is beside the point.
Money is not beside the point. Money is the point?
The different philosophies here.
Have patience. There are no shortcuts. Do good work and the clients
will come. Yeah, I know.
I understand that you're trying to look out for me. But you're missing the bigger picture. You have to admit it could be confusing. Hamlin McGill, James M. McGill.
Gotta have to change it, huh?
Nobody wants to create an adversarial situation. I'm sure Howard would gladly pay the cost of new matchbooks and so on. It's simply a matter of professional courtesy.
Wow. Wow.
Why ride on someone else's coattails?
He's not wrong in that regard, but you could imagine how frustrating it is for Jimmy here.
Let's dance.
These two again.
Go! Hey, fellas, we got business. All the finest babes would smile at him and hope that he would smile back.
This is so good.
Called him Slippin' Jimmy.
Slippin' Jimmy, huh? It's also the position in where they are sitting as well. He's at the top, they're at the bottom. He's looking down at them.
$630. Is that for one fall? Two falls in one day.
And obviously I know where this is going, but...
Well, I got a job for you.
Uh-huh.
Nice boat.
Yeah, discreet. Like a stripper pole in a mosque. Forget the boat. Look at the car. You know what that is? Those gentlemen a gold star.
Oh, look at that.
Betsy Kettleman's her name.
Look at that shot.
It's kind of busy here, don't you think?
Well, witnesses are good.
Witnesses are very
pressure,
good.
All right.
This is so good. This is so good.
Well, I'm just glad I happen to be passing by. Happy to be of help, Betsy. May I call you Betsy?
I like the amount of times we are seeing him rehearsing. Like, he's hyping himself up. This is so cool. I mean, we're doing criminal activities, but it's the same with Breaking Bad, right? We're just looking at a different side of things. Okay. Stage 1 complete.
What is she doing in there? She's making a sandwich? Where's her sense of responsibility?
Okay. We have a situation here. I fucking love the fact that he just got up like, hey, what the fuck, man? That wasn't an ordinary...
Took off on us.
She what?
It was textbook, man. We got our ways, yo. Okay.
I love them already. Dude, this is so good.
Stay with her. When she gets where she's going, wherever that is, just don't do anything. Wait for me.
Hey, your leg.
Oh, I'm gonna do this one. Okay.
Hey, hey, yo, hold up.
Oh.
Hey, yeah, Hugh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I don't think this is
Let's go.
the same car.
Is that money?
Let's look at the license plate again. You know what? Maybe it is? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Something fishy is going on here, that's for sure. Like, I don't believe that she would, you know, be the one responsible for hitting them and run away.
Good afternoon. This.
Okay. Okay. It's the middle of the night. I shouldn't be screaming. Nah. We are so back. We are so back, boys. We are so back. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a first episode. What a reveal at the very end as well, dude. Oh. No, that's a first episode. That is a first episode. Okay. We are so back. Boys, we are so back. That was Better Call Saul Season 1, Episode 1. The premiere episode. Oh, it's so juicy. It's so juicy. It's so juicy. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Wow. Okay. Great first impression of the series. Really great first episode in general. Beautiful. beautiful cinematography. There's so many good shots. There's so many good shots. Oh my god. I'm still thinking about like that shot when Jimmy was going in the garage or whatever it was, and his co-worker, the woman just standing there in the shadow, and it's come on, that's so good. And then there's so many good shots, there's so many good moments in this episode as well. Oh, where do we begin with this discussion? I don't know. I'll talk about the ending first, because the most freshest of my mind. I knew there was something fishy going on here, but I wasn't expecting Tuco. Tuco of all people in the first episode? Yes. Oh my god, this is so good. You know, something that I was going to say, and this was especially during the part when Jimmy was talking to Chuck in the house, and that I feel a lot of similarities with Breaking Bad in terms of like the initial themes or the initial narrative conflicts, if you will. You know, this idea of, okay, we got this character, Chuck, who has created this company that has obviously found success, but now he is not getting I would say that right now he is getting ousted, right? Or he is not getting the respects or the rightful position that he should have had, right? You know, very familiar in regards to like Walter and Gray Matter, for example. Obviously there are differences, but I'm just talking from the mere point of like somebody who should have been getting more but isn't getting more, right? And the difference here is that Jimmy, right, Saul Goodman, Jimmy is the one who feels the most hurt out of all of this, even though he is not directly the one that is getting the short end of the stick, right? Now it's not really fully confirmed if Chuck is Jimmy's dad. I'm just immediately assuming that it is. Definitely a relative, that's for sure. Like maybe Chuck is like his uncle or whatever. It's, you know, because of the fact that Jimmy never called him dad, he just calls him Chuck, first name basis. So I don't know. Maybe very older brother. I don't know. But definitely a family member, a relative nonetheless. I still feel like it's probably his dad, but you know, it could be wrong. I could be wrong. Like I'm not sure how old Jimmy is in this timeline. But yeah, I'm already seeing like the major conflict with Jimmy in this regard, right? Him trying to find his own identity, which leads very, you know, it'll lead to him becoming Saul Goodman. I don't know when that is. Also, the parallels, or I guess the familiarity of Jimmy having an alter ego, a different persona, right? Same way with Walter and Heisenberg and whatever. But I'm still flabbergasted. This was such a good episode. This review is gonna be all over the place. The beginning of the show, where we are showing I guess what happens after Breaking Bad. Saul is still on the run. He is still he's not free yet, right? He's still assuming a new identity. But if the cat's out of the bag, well then that's it for him. So he's not out of the woodworks just yet. That's why he was still sweating and he was still worried when that dude was looking at him funny, and he was like, "Oh, what's going on here?" But red herring is typical Breaking Bad fashion, because the dude was just meeting a friend or whatever. So I'm very keen, very excited to see like how we're gonna be exploring the present time, the black and white stuff in that regard. And also the choice of using it black and white. Usually black and white would be used to showcase like the past, right? But here we're showing the present in black and white. Which, look, I don't know the exact reasoning why they chose black and white, but there is a reason nonetheless. There's an obvious reason. There's a reason why they chose black and white. It can have many connotations. The simple, like for example, like black and white imagery could also showcase that the world is black and white, where there is only objective truths, if you will, right? There is right and wrong, and that's pretty much it. Could also relate to the fact that Saul in that it could also relay the current situation, the mental state of Saul Goodman in the present, where he's just seeing the world in black and white. Like there's no color, there's no life in him. Like it's all bad. It's all lifeless. It's many connotations, right? I need to see more to have like a better analysis in that regard. But either way, black and white choice, really good. I love it, and I also love the fact that even though we are in black and white, when Saul Goodman played the tapes, right, the tapes of his old commercials, which now I am kind of excited to see if they are going to be showing, the process of him shooting those commercials, if you will, because eventually he is going to become Saul Goodman. He's going to get that office space that we know, that iconic office from Breaking Bad. I'm wondering if we're going to be reaching that point. I mean, we have to eventually, right? But I love how, even though we are in black and white, as I mentioned before, when he played those tapes, it is in color, right? Kind of like reminiscing about the good old days, when things were more lively or more colorful. But he doesn't feel that way. His expression is totally different. It's not like he was happy when he was playing the tapes. It was more like he was regretting those choices, right? I mean, fairly so. Right now, he's totally in the dumps right now, right? It's like he was back where he started, but now he's on the run. Now that, I guess the entire state is looking for him. So yeah, really, really good stuff. I'm very, very excited to see where we're going to be going in that regard. And then as we jump back into the past, which I guess I'll refer to the past as like the present in this timeline of the series, and then the future I'm gonna be referring to the events after Breaking Bad. As we jump to the past, now the present, it was very fun to see Jimmy not acting like Saul, right? His demeanor, his actions, his overall tone, and his mannerisms, very different. At least that's the vibe that I'm getting at, because Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad, he is this charismatic figure, obviously a source of comedy in certain aspects, in certain moments, but he always feels like a person who understands the situation and can easily adapt, right, towards the circumstances. Like, he can be one thing and then something happen, like Walter breaking in and whatever, and Saul Goodman can easily adapt to that situation. Like, he's like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you a phone, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that, and then everything will be resolved, right? That is Saul Goodman that I know. That is the Saul Goodman that I know. This is not the Saul Goodman that I know. This is somebody else. This is Jimmy McGill. And I am very excited to see this. I'm very excited to see this part of Jimmy. And I love Bob Odenkirk's performance in this first episode. He definitely showcased a lot of emotion, a lot of subtleties as well in his expressions. Especially, I remember that moment when he desperately wants the couple to sign the contract, as obviously he is broke. He needs the money, right? And you see it when they were zooming in on his face, and he was like so excited. Like, he was like, like he was like clamoring. He wanted it to happen immediately. But then the couple said, nah, let's sleep on it. Hit him right in the heart, especially even more when the next day he saw that the couple was talking to Howard. Let's talk about Howard as well, shall we? Howard is this very, very interesting character. Because I don't see Howard as a villain, as I mentioned in the reaction, but I can totally see him being as an antagonist. A character who is currently becoming a very heavy obstacle to Jimmy. Right. I need to see more of him, obviously, but it's a matter of like, okay, what happened between Howard and Chuck, right? That's like the more important aspect. Because what happened between him and Chuck directly involves Jimmy. And I feel like Jimmy doesn't have much say in what happens in the company. Chuck does. We'll see what happens to Chuck in the future. In the very likely scenario that Chuck either passes away, Jimmy is gonna have a real day with Howard, that's for sure. But yeah, Howard is a very interesting character already. Very keen to see how he's gonna play in like the overall narrative of the story. He's definitely I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me to judge him immediately, but right now he gives off this power-hungry corporate entity that is, I would say, like the opposite of Jimmy in this regard. I mean, this could also be a situation where maybe Howard is actually in the right and Jimmy is in the wrong. But because we are focusing on Jimmy, whatever bad actions that Jimmy will do, Howard is going to be left, I would say, like he's gonna have the final trying to find like the right words for this, but I mean, it's a very similar situation with Breaking Bad. Let's just put it that way. You know, like obviously Walter, I'm looking at this as like a Walter and Hank scenario, where obviously Hank is in the right and Walter is in the wrong, but because Walter is our protagonist and we are following Walter, we do not want Hank to figure it out, even though Hank figuring it out is the right thing to do, right? And at the end of, I mean, we know what happened at the end of Breaking Bad, you know, like what happened between Walter and Hank, right? And I'm kind of feeling the same way in this regard, when it comes to Jimmy and Howard. Like, I mean, we know what's gonna happen to Jimmy. Like, we know who Jimmy is gonna be interacting and who's gonna be his clients in the future, you know? We're talking about, like, the Mexican cartels. We're talking about, like, Gus Fring, Gustavo, right? Now, apparently, Tuco is gonna be in this as well. I mean, I should have expected that, but, you know? Like, Jimmy is gonna be dealing with a lot of bad people who is gonna be his allies. Temporary allies, but allies nonetheless, right? Whereas I feel like Howard, I could see Howard being in the scenario where he's gonna be, I don't know if Howard is like an actual attorney as well, or he's just like the head of the offices. I feel like he is gonna be an attorney as well. But if he is an attorney as well, I could totally see Howard being the person who is trying to expose Jimmy. Like if Howard knows that Jimmy is working with bad people, he's trying to expose Jimmy, and then we're gonna have a courtroom drama or whatever in that regard, right? I could be wrong, but I can totally see that happening, right? I'm still judging this from like the very first episode of Better Call Saul, but I could see that totally happening. You know, if we are gonna be comparing familiarities and formulas from Breaking Bad, and yeah, Mike, I forgot about Mike. Oh my god, I forgot about Mike. Very quick encounter, but very lovely as well. I love that we just saw him just very briefly. I mean, we know about his past. He talks about it with Walter, right, in Breaking Bad, like how he was a former cop and whatever. It's just that it's very surreal to see their very first interaction in this episode with Jimmy. So yeah, it's been exciting. It's been really exciting. I love the setup that we have so far with Better Call Saul with this episode. I cannot wait to see what happens next in the series. kind of like the two guys that we met. Like, are they brothers? I think they're brothers, right? I like them to a degree. I feel like they are a source of comedic relief. I don't know how long they're going to be staying in the show, but I like them regardless, at least for this first episode. Yeah. I'm super excited. I am very happy. This is a very great first episode. As I mentioned, what a great premiere. I cannot wait to see the next episode. Thank you all so much for tuning in. See you all next time for the next episode of Better Call Saul. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day. Peace.